Hey, this is Amanda from the Fundamental Home and Frugal Family Food, and this is week 5 of meal planning for beginners. Today we're actually going to talk about what happens when you write your actual meal plan. But first, before you do that, you need to make sure you watch all the other parts because there were some things that we did already to set you up for success. In part 1, we talked about making a menu. You need to make a menu just like a restaurant, just to make sure you know all the meals that you're capable of making. Then in week 2, we talked about making a pantry list based on all of those things that you have on your menu. Week 3, we talked about using that pantry strategically. Make sure you're considering the timing of things and the abundance of things and all the things that your family enjoys. And then in week 4, we talked about using your calendar. Make sure you actually consider everybody's schedule, consider what's going on, what you've already made, and try to make a good plan based on that calendar you're keeping. You're keeping all of these details in a binder, just a regular dollar store binder that you can find. Make sure you keep sections in it for all of these different things that we're talking about. And when you put this together, it's just going to help you to have all the tools that you need to create yourself a meal plan. So last week you printed yourself a calendar. You're going to use that calendar with all the little notes on it about everybody's schedule, and you're going to use all of the favorites that you got from your family, and then you're going to go look at that pantry and look at your menu, and you're going to create an actual meal plan. Now, we created all of those tools to help you to be successful so that when you sit down and make a meal plan, it's all there. You don't have to sit and look at a blank page and wonder what in the world you're doing. You have a menu to look at and to choose from. Items from the menu to put on your meal plan. That's where you go to the pantry. So you're going to go to the pantry, and again, like we said in part 3, consider it. We're going to use it strategically, and we're going to see what we have that needs to be used, what we have that we have in abundance. Think about what our family has said that they wanted and try to put those on a schedule. Now, one of the key things that you want to do is make sure you're separating the meals so you're not using any one thing too much within a week or 2 weeks or however often you're meal planning. I personally like meal planning on a weekly basis because sometimes things change within the week. You know, sometimes I'll make a big meal and I think everybody will eat it and it'll all be gone that night. And instead it ends up being 2 days worth of food and we'll have it as leftovers the second day. So then whatever I had planned that second day moves to the day after that. And so sometimes you have to be a little flexible. The meal plan will change a little bit. But some people like planning bi-weekly, and some people even like planning monthly. Whatever way works for you, you plan in that way. But you want to make sure you have all those tools with you so that you can plan effectively. So we're going to the pantry. We're looking at what's in abundance. We're thinking about what our family has as their favorites. And we're going to start splitting things up. You know, we have a bunch of chicken. We don't want to have all chicken together. Consider your side dishes. You don't want to have potatoes, 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 rice. Potatoes, 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 pasta, 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 pasta. Okay, you guys watch the side dishes. Okay, you want to make sure that you're matching things up. Like, yeah, maybe you've split chicken up, but you have meals that are kind of heavy all at once. You got to consider the side dishes. You got to consider the heaviness. You know, if you're going to have a huge Thanksgiving style meal one night and then the next night have a big giant roast with potatoes and carrots and all the fixings, it's going to be huge, and then another heavy night, and then the next night maybe you have soup, which is a light night. So then you have some fish and rice, another light night. You want to kind of break that up. You want to try to mix it up so you're not having heavy meal after heavy meal. I know it's going to sound crazy, but consider the weather. I mean, if it's really hot outside, you do not want a heavy meal. If it's really cool, you might want something nice and warm like a soup. But consider the weather when you're making your menu plan. There's a lot of different factors to consider, but as you have all the tools spread out in front of you, it's going to make it so much easier. And honestly, the first time you start meal planning, it might seem a little overwhelming looking at all those different tools and thinking about, you know, what you actually have in your house and what you have on your schedule, what your family wants, and all these different layers. But as you start getting used to strategizing and laying it out on your menu plan, again, try a week at a time just to kind of get used to it. As you start making it a habit, it's going to be so much easier. You'll look at all of these tools, you'll glance at what you have, and you'll make a quick note, and that'll be it. And it'll be a lot of fun, especially as you start to try to it kind of becomes a game. You kind of make a game out of it as you're sitting there trying to make the most of what you have, and I think it's a lot of fun. Plus, it's really rewarding making sure that you have home-cooked meals available for your family all the time that they enjoy and that are not costing you very much money. It's a good feeling to be organized. Keep track and make sure you keep your menu plans in that binder because like I mentioned last time, you want to make sure when you're making your menu plan, you're looking back at what you have been making and trying not to make the same thing over and over again because we sometimes get in a rut like that and that can be detrimental to keeping a meal plan on a permanent basis. So I hope these tips have been helpful to you when it comes to meal planning. Let me know down in the comments if you've enjoyed this series. Also leave me a comment if there's anything that we can do for you to help you feed your family well on a budget. Is there anything else that's confusing to you? Anything else you're struggling with about meal planning or pantries or storage? Anything? Let us know and we'll try to make something to help you. So anyway, that's it. You guys have a wonderful day and we'll see you next time. Bye! Hey, thanks for watching. I'm really glad you came to visit us here at the Fundamental Home. Make sure if you enjoyed this video that you click the like button and also click subscribe right below me for more videos coming into your inbox all the time. And also, if you enjoy social media, we've got links up at the top here for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, all the other fun things. And check out thefundamentalhome.com for more information about what we're doing all the time and how we do it, because there's way more details there. And here over to the right, we have some videos that I recommend. So thanks again for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye!